And I hope you've heard about the wonderful Authors Talk Gardening book party on November 6th. It's at 7 p.m., a virtual event, of course. We are here to invite you officially. If you haven't heard of it yet, please click the link and register for this free event. It's going to be loads of fun. We bring together four book authors with their latest gardening books. This is a great time to look at gardening books, what's out there, what you want for, ask your friends what you want under the Christmas tree or whatever fall holiday giving you have in store. This is a great event put on by GardenCom, Garden Communicators International, and National Garden Bureau. And I'm a director with GardenCom, so I'm especially excited to welcome you today. And I have a secret surprise. I have one of our authors with us here, and she's going to give us a few tidbits and teasers of what you can expect on this fun event on November 6th. Please welcome with me Pam Stevens Lehenbauther, a wonderful book that she's written. You are going to love this. It is perfect for this time of year, especially The Wonder and Joy for the Wired and Tired. Please hold your book up, Pam, and welcome. Can you
There
believe?
it is.
Oh, I can hardly wait to dig into this. So tell us a bit about your book and what people can expect to hear from you in a few weeks.
My book is sort of your non-traditional gardening book in that, I don't talk about vegetables or herbs per se. So it's more holistic, really about just how incredibly important and wonderful gardening and gardens are to our health. Yay. And I know we, sort of know that. I think any gardener can speak to all the wonderful things being outside does. But I'm a clinician epidemiologist, and I was taking care of patients one afternoon, and I just realized just how the wellness model that's been around for 40 years has not really served us well. 45 years later, we're having so many problems with hypertension and chronic other diseases, but also anxiety and depression. So I did a study to look at why that model has failed us or is not serving us, what we're missing, what we should be doing instead. And long story short, a number of the results that came, one of the most important was we're not paying enough attention to our natural world, our interactions with nature. And gardening really, really came up to be huge. And so I decided to present these findings at a conference. It was an academic conference, but it blew up. The conference just blew up with interest, and it was really resonating with like these 400, 500 people that were in the room. And I was encouraged to write a book. And I thought, that might be just the best way to try to help people to get out there in the general public.
Yes. Oh gosh, isn't that a tremendous story? So you can see how fascinating this evening is going to be because we have Pam coming with all her findings from the academic and scientific and common sense direction. And then we also have gardeners. We have a few gardeners that will talk about vegetables and growing flowers and that sort of thing. So we are going to put this whole evening together as a joy and delight in gardening. I'm so excited. So, Pam, do you garden yourself or do you just hit the books?
Oh, no, I am a garden junkie. I'm a nature junkie. I mean, I actually look decent today, whatever this is, because I'm usually covered in mud. And I usually have there's nothing pretty about me when I'm in the garden. That's my balm. That's my happy place. And my husband and I actually have about 3 or 4 acres. And not only is it our backyard, but I use it sort of as a living lab for garden groups and other gardeners. And I try to really make it to include natural habitat conservation. So no, I'm a passionate gardener.
Excellent. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. So, who taught you to garden? How did you come into gardening?
You know, I A simple answer to that, I think, would be my mom. My mom, we just had a very small backyard in northern Indiana when I was a child, but she had this wonderful green thumb that anything she touched would grow. And I have incredibly fond memories of helping her pick 4 o'clock seeds and the morning glories along, the chain link fence. And probably most less memory of her was one beautiful July day, and there was a solar eclipse, and she brought out the little pin cameras I was sitting next to this beautiful batch of milkweed, and I was watching them all summer, and they were getting ready to hatch. They were in pupa, and it was almost like something out of Walt Disney. The eclipse came and left, and almost by design, one by one, these monarchs hatched, and there was this sea of orange and black. And I just, ever since then, I've always been fascinated with nature and wildlife, and it's stuck with me, obviously, because I, became a scientist and a clinician, and I'm a gardener still, and I love it.
Wow, Pam, you are filled with wonderful stories. I can hardly wait. And she is just one of these four wonderful authors. So we have a lot in store for you. Make sure to register at the link. As I said, it's free. We will be raffling off one of each of the author's books. So you even have a chance to win Pam's book. And then we'll also have a time at the end where you can go into breakout rooms with each author, or pick one, or visit all four. But you can have a chance to speak with Pam directly and get to know and hear more of these wonderful stories. So I hope you'll join us. We look forward to seeing you, and happy fall, everyone.